Crazy stories today. Um, Crazy stories today. Can you imagine? A lot of guys, stuff happens to guys out there and everything, especially in the motorcycle club world. In this story, a guy is stabbed by a prospect from a club we don't normally hear about in the news a lot. But this guy gets stabbed by a prospect and sues for $4.3 million. That's interesting. So we'll talk about that. I wonder, like, if you sue somebody for $4.3 million and you win it and they ain't got it, then what? I don't know. But we're going to talk about that story. And also, there's a story going around that the interesting story that the Hells Angels, a chapter of Hells Angels or a group of Hells Angels or something like that, saved a busload full of children. So we're going to check that story out to even see if that's a real story or not. So we'll be back in a minute and 7 seconds with our show this morning. Thank you guys for tuning in. A man awarded $4.3 million after being stabbed by a prospect. Interesting story. That's our lead story. We'll be back in a minute and 7 seconds.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe to get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon. Part of the Navy and he repping Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for the vest from the Mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the Mighty Black Sabbath. MC, where he paid his dues and he earned his stripes. From prospect all the way up to national P. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters, there have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat, the nose kung fu and says kick Kenny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
Wow. Alrighty then. Hey, it's your boy Black Dragon. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker TV. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. I'd like to introduce my co-host, the great Dr. Logic. Dr. Logic in the house. Appreciate you, man. And I called Lavish. I think he's probably out campaigning, bro. So I'm not sure if he'll be on today or not. What's up with you, man? What's up with you? Welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir. I said never. I told people, I just put a text out there. Y'all never mind me. I'm in a New York state of mind. If you're from New York, you understand what I am saying. But I'm good. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here. You talking about he might be out there campaigning. I got another 2 texts from that thing I told you and Lavish about. They're asking me to run for a position or run for some office out here. And I said, nah, I don't think I have the bandwidth to run for office. Now, if y'all want me on the committee for the homeless, I'm there. But yeah, I don't want to leave nothing. But I love it.
Wow, we just had
see, Logic wants to fight.
We just had a shakeup in our military this morning. Holy moly! I'm just looking.
I'm trying. I'm trying to calm down, and you go bring it up.
I'm sorry. I looked at that come across the screen this morning. Just right now, combat troops will have to meet the highest male standard.
Yep.
Heck says we're done with that shit. We're done with that diversity shit. Yep. Wow.
And our president said that if he don't like the generals that are coming here, he's going to fire them on the spot if he don't like them.
Well, that's the president's prerogative, you know.
Yeah,
It's every
you're right.
president's
You're
heart. He's
right.
the
You're
commander in
right. But
chief.
see, a military people, we as military people, forget politics. We as military people, we protect. That's what I grew up. I do my job so that my supervisor can look good, so that my NCOIC can look good, so that my lieutenant, my captain, my colonel, they can look good. So if you attack my colonel, my general, I'm gonna be upset. Now I know I've been out the military for a long time. It's just that don't you mess with our people though. That's the military mindset.
Well, I think a lot of times we have had this idea that military jobs and government jobs are protected or some kind of way, you can't lose those jobs or whatever the case may be. And uh, maybe that status has been removed. You don't please the president and you're gone. I've heard it, I've heard it said in the military so many times that, the women in here are not meeting the standard. I've heard that said. I served on a submarine before there were women allowed on submarines. So I never really served with many women in the military. The ones that I did serve with were competent, but, if you have, folks that, I don't know, it's crazy. He said that the women are going to have to meet the highest male standards. I don't see that being possible. Like a woman is never going to do the things a man can do. So,
Well, when you look at the women, let's just say the women that make it through Marine training, putting our animosity aside, they do not lower their standards for the women when they go through Marine training.
yeah, but I've heard that they have. I know that
They have? Well,
I've heard Marines tell me that, but
I met some hardcore female Marines, man.
But are they meeting the highest male standard? Like a man can lift 500 pounds. Can a woman? Is she going to be able to meet that? I don't know. They're working out. I'm glad that my time with that is done.
Yeah.
But
it's still in your blood.
It is in my blood.
It's in your blood. You wore that hat yesterday with pride, did you not?
But it says veteran.
Well, you still wore it with pride.
It says veteran. And I, if I had one, I'm just glad I'm out of it. I'm glad I'm out of the topsy-turvy. I've never seen politics in the military. I see it now.
Yeah.
And this is just the beginning because
made a decision, and we can go. My son was about to go into the Navy about a month ago. When he started looking at how politics has gotten into the military, he changed his mind. I was trying to get him to go into the military. I'm giving him my speech and blah, 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 what the military can do for you. And when he started looking at television and saw how politics is in the military, he changed his mind. He said, I'm not going in.
Politics is always going to be, especially I think going forward, it's always going to be something as this country has really done this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that doesn't bother me as much as some things, though. For instance, they said there will be no more fat generals. Fat generals are unacceptable. I've always thought that. When I was in the military, why can the commander be fat and I can't be?
Because
I'm online, man. I'm live. What's up?
I'm gonna answer that question, y'all. Because a 3-star and 4-star general or an admiral, they don't have to do what the troops on the ground has to do. Once they get to that, I'm not saying they got to be completely out of shape, but once you get that level, you in the command. You in the command structure. You're not gonna be down there on the ground fighting on the front line. Now, granted, we all have to pass the test.
The fat general is not acceptable. I agree with that. The fat E9 is not acceptable. I agree with that. I've always agreed with that.
There's no E9. That's enlisted, bro. You mean O?
No, I mean E9. A fat E9 is not acceptable.
You said general.
And a fat general is not acceptable. I'm saying both ain't acceptable.
Well, I'm saying they still have to pass the physical. Everybody in the military have to pass their physical, no matter what branch you're in. I believe that. Although at the same time, You can't expect somebody that's done risen to the rank of admiral, general, sergeant major, chief master sergeant. You can't expect them to be down there, have the same physical condition as a 25,
No, but you can't be
28-year-old.
fat though. You don't have to
You
have
know.
the same physical condition. True, but you can't be fat.
Well, yeah,
Hey, thank you for
hardwired. Yeah,
that.
general may have to step up and fight in a emergency situation, but he got about 100,000 people, not 100,000, in front of him.
Thank you for that
What?
cup of coffee, Wilhelm. Appreciate that.
Yes, thanks. Thank you
Wolfhelm.
for sending him some coffee. I got my coffee.
I can't say his name right. Wolfheim. Thank you for
Y'all
that.
trust me. I didn't want to talk. I talked about this to Black Dragon behind the stand. I said, by the time the show gets on, I'm gonna be calm. And the first thing he does is bring it up.
Oh, that usually just popped up right here, and I was like, "Oh wow, that's what you're talking about." Basic training will again be scary, tough, and disciplined. You know, some of this stuff that they're talking about ain't wrong. When I was in the military, they went to these training timeout cards. Right when I was still in the military,
Training timeout cards.
Yeah,
What's that?
in boot camp, if somebody was talking to you too aggressively or they hurt your feelings or whatever, you could hold a card up and it says,
Oh yeah, I heard about that mess.
Training.
I heard about
timeout.
that. I heard about that. When I heard about that, they can have their cell phones in boot camp. I was like, what? They went through. Do you remember?
Hold on. Training timeout. Do you get to do this on the battlefield?
No.
Oh, hold up. Bullets coming. Oh shit. Hold on. Training timeout. Battle timeout. Come on, man.
Do you remember the shakedowns? Did y'all have a shakedown when y'all went to boot camp?
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't even allow us, not the military people out here, they wouldn't even allow us to have pictures, let alone a cell phone. This your girlfriend? You know she's getting up while you here in boot camp. Boy, and I looked down, only thing I had a picture of was my sister. I said, he come over here and say something about my sister. We fighting tonight.
They told us what not to bring, and I was so amazed at the people that brought what they said not to bring. They gave us a list of what you could have and what to bring and what not to bring.
Yep.
And they would do that shakedown. They did that shakedown, and I was just amazed. Like, you can't read. They told you can't read. The standard is the standard. Any deviation from that is the beginning of degradation for the organization. I'm looking at some of this stuff, and I know you're mad. I know people would be mad, but some of this stuff is real, bro. You can't.
It says timeout card started in the Air Force in '92 when 2 recruits died after their heart exploded from too much stress. Wow, I didn't know that part.
I didn't know that part.
No, I didn't know that part.
It was something that
I just know I heard about it. I said timeout cards.
Wow. Okay.
I'm getting yelled at. Well, honestly, I just told the story the other day. Let me say this. Because we were talking about my first time I think I ever counseled somebody. I was first squad leader in boot camp. And we had first squad leader, dorm chief, first through fourth squad leaders and the dorm chief. And this one guy, his name was Airman Bay. He came and he woke me up at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning crying. And I said, I'm not doing this by myself. I woke up the dorm chief and we went into the day room. And he was crying, saying, I can't take it. My mother told me that all I have to do is pay attention. Life will be easy. And I told him, your mother lied to you. And I did. I remember that. But what he couldn't take, Black Dragon, was the yelling.
Yeah.
He couldn't handle it. The sergeant, our TI said,
they stopped yelling in boot camp in the 90s.
Oh, shoot.
They stopped. And in the Navy, they took away the rifles. We used to march with rifles when I went in the 80s.
Really?
Yeah, by the 90s, they took away the rifles, and then they took away the boots. And boot camp wasn't boot anymore. They were wearing tennis shoes. And I said, this fucking Navy's gone soft, bro.
We do need a military that can handle business.
When I was in the Navy, we marched with that big fucking, it was M1 Garand or something.
Yeah, at Lackland.
It was an M1 Garand type of gun, M4, M something. It was a heavy, like 11-pound boat anchor. And you marched with that damn thing across the gridiron.
Really?
And you did the 16-count manual of arms, and you learned how to shoot, and you were a military person. And I admit that there wasn't a whole lot of opportunity. On a submarine, you're not really carrying a gun. But I was on the away forces, and we did have machine guns and all that kind of shit. And I stood watch with rifles and all that, and protected the submarine. We had the submarine protection force. We had all kind of machine guns and shotguns and pistols and shit. So you need to know how to use that. Being an old grunt, 4 years USMC and 8 years Army, we never had a colonial or command sergeant major out of shape because we had boots on the ground leadership. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Who said this? Lee Hayward. I just put that out there. You said Lackland in 86, we had times up cars. I just texted. I don't remember that. I was there in 86. I was there in August of 86, Lackland Air Force Base. We had time out because it was so doggone hot. We had red flag days, but
fighting for my freedom.
What? Not these furries. Furries. Okay.
I was there in 86. I do not remember them at all, says Logic. Trauma time. I went through boot camp in 95 at Fort Benning. They still put hands on you. Yeah, they used to whoop your ass and everything. I remember.
We had thrown
around, and
my TI came to me. He says, Logic. He said, Airman, come here, let me talk to you. He says, all this yelling don't seem to bother you. And I said, sir, I don't think that nobody on the face of the planet can yell at me more than my mama did. I said, and my mama can do one thing that I would not allow y'all to do. He said, what? I said, put your hands on me. I said, we gonna fight.
Hardwire says, I'm glad I'm currently too old to get drafted. I really think it's coming, but I would contribute in another way if I could. Somebody said
we all would.
Yeah, I think we would. I think If I could contribute,
I tried to go back in after 9/11. Yep, I tried to after 9/11. I was like, nah. like they needed me on ground, right? But I said, no, I'm going back in.
What'd they say? No?
I had to take the ASVAB test again and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yep. As soon as I walked in and they pulled up my record, they started calling you by your rank.
Boss Hoss wants us to get to the news.
Okay, I'm sorry, Boss Hoss. I'm sorry.
Boss Hog, rather, wants
us
to
blame Black Dragon.
Black Dragon, we marched with M14s in the Army in the 70s. I forget what it was we were marching with. They were M somethings. They looked like M1 grenade. They looked like M1 Garands, but I know they weren't. I don't believe they were that. I think they were M14s or something. They were big, heavy wooden motherfuckers. It was crazy. All right, we can get to the. Hey, listen, I was just looking at that like, wow, lots happening, man. A lot's happening. Was it the M14 Bolo? Bolo was in at the same time I was. It was an M something, bro.
It was an M something.
It was an M. It was an M heavy as a mofo, is what it was. And then you had to do the 16 count manual of arms. I can still do most of that. And you had to do it within 30 seconds or something like that. When we practiced that the whole time we were in boot camp. I swear I said the same thing about my mother yelling at me. I used to have to try not to smile. I had been yelled at a lot too, so that the yelling didn't bother me at all.
Yeah, the yelling didn't bother me at all. At all.
Okay, let's get to our story. My fault, guys. I just wow, that was crazy. Okay, so what about this prospect stabbing thing? This is an interesting story. This is a motorcycle club. We never do stories on this one. This is a 1% motorcycle club we never talk about of the many that are out there. Man awarded $4.3 million after being stabbed by a motorcycle gang prospect in Jefferson County. I guess this is the man. How come all jail pictures look like this? Like your bro just looks horrible here. Richard Gribble, 53, was arrested in 2022 for stabbing another man. He will now owe that man over $4 million. This guy, I don't want to judge a book by his cover. Does he look like he's got $4 million to you?
Not at all. Well, stop.
Yeah.
He could.
He could.
He could.
A Jefferson County man was awarded nearly $4.3 million Thursday after suing the man who stabbed him multiple times in 2022. David Mello sued 53-year-old Richard Gribble for $4,286,713 to be exact. Wow, where'd they come up with that number? After an incident that occurred between the two on September 9, 2022, A Jefferson County district jury settled the civil case, which was filed on June 5th, 2023. It took 2 years to settle this case. Earlier this week, in front of a judge in Chantel Contiguglia, wherever the hell that is. Oh, that's in front of Judge Chantel Contiguglia.
That's the person name.
The incident occurred around 6:30 p.m. on September 9th, 2022, outside of Mello's home in Littleton. Mello was watching television, and his wife heard a motorcycle outside of the home. Okay, so you're sitting there watching television, and you hear a motorcycle outside your home. Do you often go outside when you hear a motorcycle rolling outside the house?
Or at least look out the window.
You do. You look out the window. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he goes outside, and let's see. He had been friends with Gribble, but okay, let me see. Heard the motorcycle. So, okay, so Mello had been friends with Gribble, but had a recent fallout when Mello, here it is, recommended a mechanic to Gribble that ended up doing a bad job. Well, be mad at the mechanic. Don't be mad at me. You asked me if I knew somebody. That's the guy I knew. Damn. After Gribble had threatened Mello and said after he was done with him, he would be known as the exterminator. After I get done with you, they'll call me the exterminator. Wow. According to Gribble's arrest affidavit, Gribble had been a prospect for the Sons of Silence Motorcycle Club, according to Mello's wife. And we never hear this motorcycle club. I've done 100
They're
stories.
silent. They're silent.
They're silent. Yeah, you're right. So I'm just why didn't I figure that out? I should have. You're right. You're not going to hear from them.
You're not going to hear from them.
He was a prospect for the Silent Motorcycle Club. According to Mello's wife, Gribble had allegedly gone crazy after a meeting at the clubhouse involving Mello, and he was stripped of his patch, meaning he was kicked out of the club. Gribble had thus been humiliated, according to arrest records. Mello went outside of the home and told Gribble to leave. According to the civil complaint, Gribble then rode his motorcycle into Mello. He rolled over the guy with his motorcycle. Okay, you don't stand in front of somebody, whatever you do, when you tell them to get the hell out of your driveway. You don't stand in front of their motorcycle. Let's make that a point to remember, so that doesn't happen to any of us. So he ran over the guy, and then the two fell on the ground in a fight. And Gribble stabbed Mello multiple times in the abdomen, leaving injuries the victim is still suffering from to this very day. Damn, he tried to kill that guy because
he did.
He was mad because he
got kicked out.
Recommended him a bad garage mechanic.
So Gribble's the one that got kicked out, right? And got his patch snatched.
Gribble had been a prospect. Gribble had allegedly gone crazy. And was stripped of his patch. Okay. Yeah. So Gribble was the guy that lost his patch, and this is Gribble here, the guy that was arrested. Yeah. So he said he was going to be known as the exterminator. Jesus.
Yeah.
He tried to exterminate your boy. Stabbed him in the stomach multiple times, abdomen, leaving injuries that he's still suffering from to this day. Gribble was arrested by Jefferson County Sheriff's Office on suspicion of first-degree assault, possessing an illegal weapon, and violating a protection order. He had a protection order?
He had a protection order? Wow.
Damn. He was later charged with second-degree attempted murder by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. So Mello sued Gribble. Yeah, has he? Hell yeah, I'm going to sue your ass too. I like that. Good move, Mello. For emotional and physical damage, Gribble's defense attorneys demanded a jury trial and claimed that Gribble had stabbed Mello out of self-defense. You run over me with a motorcycle, you're on top of me with you and your motorcycle, and it's self-defense. That's crazy. Ultimately, Gribble was found by the jury to have purposely caused those damages. Furthermore, Gribble was found guilty of second-degree attempted murder as well, first-degree assault and illegal use of a weapon after a criminal trial on October 21st, 2024. He was officially sentenced to 18 years in prison for that shit. Damn! Oh my God! Wow. That's crazy. We need another 18 years, bro. 18 years?
Oh shit!
That was he was sentenced to. How much you think he gonna do?
Well, 8 or 9 of them,
Okay.
at least. His stuff is supposed to run concurrently with unrelated sentencing in Douglas County. Bro, that
So it doesn't say anything else about the $4 million. I'm trying to figure out how they think they're gonna get $4 million out of this guy. I'm just trying to. They must know something that they're not revealing right here.
Especially if he's in prison for the next 18 years. Wow. That's crazy. It doesn't say nothing else about it.
Because I'm thinking, if I'm gonna sue you, I'm gonna do my research on what you have. Oh man, this dude got some money. Let's get him for $4 million.
Well, I think you can sue a person and get the money just to.
And then if he's in jail for got sentenced for 18 years, how he gonna pay you?
Well, maybe he'll write a book.
Insurance?
Maybe
can they do that? Can they go after your insurance?
Yeah, they can. I think they can go after whatever you got.
Okay.
Whatever you got, they can go after. Hey, we are going to have to pause for a brief word from our sponsor. Hold on just a second for me here. Here's a brief word from our sponsors.
Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate. Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate. Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate some freaking money.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I love Mike Ball for that.
I thought you was going to do a real commercial.
All my toys, man. All my toys. Hey, you guys.
That's what you need to get. You need to get some sponsors, man.
Well, yeah. I think we're going to work on that.
Okay.
Yeah. We haven't done that. Okay, so next story here. The Hells Angels saved a busload of kids. 23 kids from a flooded school bus. Is that cool or what? Only thing is, it's false.
What?
So we went to Snopes, and Snopes says, rumor has it the Hells Angels saved 23 kids from a from a flooded school bus here. Hey, look, it worked. Look. Oh my God, it worked.
Go up and look at what's the name said about the insurance.
Y'all in this damn donated trip brings back flashbacks of rooms with lots of old TVs.
You can always tell when people are telling the truth about the military, just to get them to talk for a length of time. If something don't click, nah, man, I don't remember nothing of that. And I don't care what branch it was.
Yeah.
Look what Papa Penguin said. Papa Penguin said about the insurance coverage.
What time?
He said,
what time?
Just go up 3.
Up 3?
Go back 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. At 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock your time. 11 o'clock your time.
I don't see Papa Penguin. Oh, here it is. Yes, your insurance coverage is part of the math for ambulance chasers when they sue. Yeah.
So I guess they can get you hit your insurance too.
Oh, absolutely. So rumor has it Hells Angels saved 23 kids from a flooded school bus. Here's the truth. According to the story from Snopes, Snopes is that website that debunks myths. It says floodwaters trapped 23 kindergartners inside the bus, and their terrified teachers scream for help. So Snopes says this is an AI picture. And it does look kind of suspect that the Hells Angels would be backwards. AI has a problem with words and stuff. AI has a problem with words and hands. And
why those kids look the same? Like the kid around the guy's back and the kid in the front look the same, like they're the same kids.
And this is just so not a Hells Angels. This is not even, wow, okay. I can see how you could fall for that, It looks real to me, but you do know that AI is having trouble with words and stuff like that. I've noticed that. So Anyway, they said it's false. Members of Hell's Angels biker gang rescued 23 children from school. Why would they say biker gang? But anyway, they found it's false. So a story circulated on social media. A story circulated on social media in September of 2025 about members of Hell's Angels motorcycle club supposedly rescuing 23 children from a school bus sinking in floodwaters. With photos supposedly showing the incident are AI software which created the post. For example, a September 19th Facebook post claimed floodwaters trapped a school bus full of kindergartens and their terrified teachers screamed for help. Then, according to the post, a group of heavily tattooed bikers skidded to a stop, threw down their bikes. Now that ain't happening. And without hesitation rushed to the
Okay, if it was floodwaters, where were they riding their bikes?
Away from the flood. Not where the flood was, but they threw their bikes down. Like that ain't happening. Nobody's throwing their motorcycle down. What people are going to do is put the kickstand down. Stop playing. The floodwaters came without warning, rising higher and higher until a school bus full of kindergartners was trapped inside. Little voices cried out as the water rushed in. Oh my God, I can see it now. It's just horrible.
Stop.
No. I've been waiting to play that so long.
You've been waiting.
Come on, man. Give it some love, man. Yeah.
Is that a cat?
That's the meow.
Cat singing?
Yeah, that's a cat singing.
Oh my goodness.
I've been waiting for that one. The floodwaters came without warning, rising higher and higher. The teachers, terrified teachers, screamed for help. But as fear gripped the crowd, most bystanders froze. Some even stood filming on their phones because that's what people do. They film while people are dying. It's crazy. Unable to move, unsure of what to do. And then, over the roar of the storm came another sound. Motorcycles! Yeah!
I think Black Dragon went to the store of sound bites because he got a lot of new sound bites.
As the school bus sank. Yeah, so other Facebook users also shared the story, including a post that received more than 120,000 reactions and 15,000 shares. Some posts featured links in the comments that led to articles to further detail this damn lie. That alleged incident are hosted by advertisement-filled blogs. However, searches of Bing, DuckDuckGo, Google, and Yahoo found no credible news reports about a group of Hell's Angels bikers saving 23 children from a school bus trapped in floodwaters. Prominent outlets would have widely reported on the event if it were true. If the Hell's Angels had saved 23 kids in a bus,
it'd been all over the news.
We might have even gotten an interview. We might have even really actually gotten an interview. Man,
it'd been all over the news.
Man, I'm getting ready to call my Iron Range dudes and ask them, do they know about this? Yeah, I'm on the payroll. However, searches of so that hadn't. Rather, the story was fictional. It was one of the potentially thousands of similar tales circulating on social media that intended to stir up engagement by depicting people performing inspiring acts of bravery and kindness. The post aimed to funnel readers to the aforementioned linked websites where site administrators can earn advertising revenue. These sorts of stories resemble glurge, which the dictionary defines glurge as stories that are supposed to be true and uplifting, but which are often fabricated and sentimental. That's what glurge means. Wow. So they said AI tools help to create the rumor. And it goes on, search engines and AI generated answers misled people. All four search engines mentioned above, Bing, DuckDuckGo, Google, and Yahoo, wrongly confirmed the tale as true in AI generated answers appearing above links. Wow. So they even fooled the search engines. Google's AI overview cited Facebook posts from random users supposedly to corroborate the rumor. Look, that's when AI does something, over to the right, they give you the source. So this is a Google search on Google's AI got it wrong. Google reported on Vietnam managed Facebook pages that promoted similar fabricated tales. This thing went worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well,
Bro.
it's one of the biggest clubs out there.
Yeah,
So,
they're out there saving 21-year-olds, man. That's or saving kids. That was beautiful. Beautiful. I think it was just beautiful. Wow. Well, now we know it didn't happen. I've been
look here,
watching.
the better AI gets. We all see these commercials all the time on Facebook or other places of advertising. The better AI gets, I think and this is my opinion on, the more dangerous it's going to become for people. And the reason why I say that is because now I can go pay a subscription of $50 a month. And if I don't like Black Dragon, I can create a whole thing about Black Dragon and I can fool search engines. I can make fake backstories and this, that, and the other. And then wasn't there a story out there that somebody got arrested? Somebody got arrested for a fake AI something, and they got arrested. Somebody got arrested, and then they figured out that no, that story was fake, and the cops had to let them go. I have to find that story. But yeah, the better AI gets, the more dangerous it's going to be.
Wow. Wow. This is interesting. Wow. Your girl is a little big for the bike, bro. Yeah. Damn, baby.
Bro.
Woo. Damn, boy, must want that. Okay, bro. Okay. You got to get your big ass off my motorcycle. Wow. Look at that. She got a pretty dress on. Okay. How they always have a little cute friend too. And somebody's got to take the hit for the team.
What you mean? Take the hit for the team?
Somebody got to take the hit. There's two girls. There's two of us. One is fine as hell like this, and the other is Godzilla woman. Now, who gets the fine girl? The fine girl. The fine girl ain't going unless her friend goes. So somebody got to put her on their motorcycle. OFC 92821. I like that guy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He took one for the team. All right, man. That's a soldier right there. Hey, look at his buddies laughing like you got the fat. Look, everybody's laughing. You got the fat one. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep all my bad comments to myself.
At least he'll get some though.
Help this man. Help this man.
Help me.
Help this man.
Hey, thank you for that beautiful donation. Thank you so much, man.
He said, what it says, I tried to get into the military, but when I took the ASVAB, they politely said I was too stupid because I got most of the questions wrong. What?
He didn't do good on his ASVAB. Oh my goodness. Thank you for that donation, Patrick. We appreciate that. Making it rain.
I took the ASVAB. They say, man, what branch you want to go into? Because your scores are so doggone high. I mean,
that's what they said to me. I picked the dumbass submarine service to go into.
But well, I tell if y'all have any kids, I don't know if it's like this. This was way back in '86 now. And I'm still looking for that dude, that recruiter at the MEPS station up in upstate Syracuse, New York, federal building. Still looking for him because he lied to me. That guy told me, you need to go in the Air Force because everybody in the Air Force got this kind of car. And he pointed out the window and I saw a Maserati. I have yet to see an Air Force person, meet an Air Force person that drove a Maserati. And then he had me go in open general. I was 2 years out of had a 2-year certificate degree from computer school. I could have went in with 2 stripes, but he didn't tell me that. I didn't get told that until what?
You're in there.
Not just when I'm in there, but as a friend of mine from our sister flight whatever. He came on. We said, "Yo, D, man, why you don't got 2 stripes?" I said, "When I'm gonna do 2 stripes, just got in." He said, "Nah, man, you got that degree from the computer school." And I went and told my TI. He says, "Oh man, it's too late now." I said, "What?" Yeah.
Wow.
All the recruiter fault.
Wow. Well, that's our news stories for today. We don't have any more. I was searching the internet. I always look over the internet and stuff, and there's this guy that keeps popping up on my timeline. He's about 62 years old, and he keeps scaling these freaking high rises. And I'm like, why are you scaling these high rises? Like, he walks up the high rises. To me, this is scary as hell, bro. I'm not doing that. So I'm watching this guy scale these high rises, high rise after high rise after high rise. The hell, like 62. It's time to put the high rises down, bro. But I don't know. We'll see.
Trying to stay young, man. He's still trying to stay young, man.
Yeah, they don't have any safety gear, bro.
What do you mean? Living on the edge, bro. Living on the edge. He's living on the edge. Get it? High rise, scaling, edge. No, okay.
I'm kind of like this. Like, bro, we got to clean your ass up. Could you please stop? All right. You scaled 400 buildings. It's time to stop now. Let it go,
you're talking about, we can't see what you're saying.
Oh, no, I was trying to find him. So, no, I can't. Now that I want to find his old ass, I can't. Oh, here he is. Look at this dude, man.
Yeah, on the edge.
Look at this, my God. Are you serious? What are you holding on to?
The edge of the building.
Oh, I get it. Edge dweller. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
Look at this. Are you serious?
Somebody said, I doubt he climbs and texts at the same time.
And then he's got his bag of talc powder.
See, they get it. Living on the edge. Yes, exactly. Hey, living on the edge.
Yeah.
Man, you slow, bro. Come on.
No, this guy though, this guy's 62 years old. 62.
Oh, I have a huge delay? Really?
I didn't hear it.
Somebody just Papa Bear said I have a huge delay.
Look at this guy. He looks as ancient can be.
Well,
and he's a French dude. He speaks with I don't even have a French accent. Look at him.
He's combing his hair. Let me comb my hair while I go up the side of this mountain.
he free scales mountains. This guy uses no ropes or nothing. No safety, nothing. And he just he's been doing it since he was a little kid. He's a rock star, I guess.
He said, he's a rock star.
Yeah, look at this one. Look at this fool. Hell no, bro. What are you holding on to? Look at it. There he goes.
What am I looking for?
Go find me a building and put my Elvis Presley shit on and go up the building. I don't get it. So you bikers think you guys are like the. And look, he's halfway up. He's too hot. He just took his cowboy boots off and just went on up the side of the damn building.
I don't know why I have a delay. Because my internet connection is real fast right here. I just did a test.
Hey, good morning, Sprite. Good to see you. Sometimes at the bar, we used to flip a coin to see who got that girl. See what I mean? Sometimes at the bar, we used to flip a coin to see who got that girl.
What girl? Yeah. Oh, you talking about the bike stuff? Oh,
the big fat girl, yeah. Mm-hmm. Or the ugly girl. Or the girl that didn't have a lot of good common sense. Somebody had to take her, or nobody was getting none because they weren't leaving their friend. So you were like,
let me say this. And my boy, he's not online. But this was when we was in high school. I wanted to date this girl, and she was best friends with my cousin. But she wouldn't come down to my house unless my cousin came with her. Well, that mess up the mojo. So I called my best friend to come down there. Hey man, you hang out with my cousin while I, hang on. And she said, I don't want to be with him. So I had to pay her $1 a day.
Now, this is and then you got these kids, these parkour punks. Like, would you please stop?
Oh, that's
Stop
free
already.
running. Free running.
Look at that. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Free running is bruh.
Bro, is your life worth this? Is your life worth this?
Well, they practice that, man.
That's not practicing. That's a hope.
No, they don't practice that before. I mean, on lower levels, I guess. Free
Bro,
running is free
did-
running, and I'm
did that
say
look
free running
professional?
because
Did
that's
that look
just one
professional to
scene.
you?
But free running is some
At least your
awesome
boy
stuff.
here looks. He actually looks professional.
We done got off topic, y'all. We don't have any more motorcycle news, y'all. So we
Yeah,
just
yeah,
talking.
we can.
Yeah, he's talking about people jumping over the
It's
buildings.
just
and
ridiculous
everything.
because it comes up on my feed all the time. And I watch one of these, and now
How far you think that is? See, there you go. They practice.
what the hell is he getting ready to do?
You about to jump.
Wow!
They practice. They
But at
practice.
least it's like 4 feet. He couldn't have hurt himself.
But that's practice. You practice at lower levels before you just go out there and jump over something that you're gonna drop 10 stories.
Here's your 62-year-old. He said, I got stuck and I had to switch sides. But how do you get stuck if you didn't have your ass up there in the first place? This is ridiculous. Oh, that's the difference. That's a young guy. Look at that dumb, crazy ass shit. No.
See?
Anyway,
Hi, my name is
this is
parkour, free running. They practice all day. Right. I've seen them. That's some awesome stuff. Can you imagine playing tag with these guys that can do free running? You'll never catch them.
no. It takes another free running idiot.
You'll never catch them. They do stuff. You're
And
like, wait a minute, what?
Rich Lee said, I climbed that. What were you talking about, the fat girl on that bike? You can thank John Wick for parkour being more widespread. Did John Wick do parkour? Somebody tell me why Black Dragon sounds so bitter. Sprite said, ain't no way. Here he is. Here's the 62-year-old again. Look at this guy, man. Do I sound bitter? I just want him to get down.
I don't know why he sound hostile today.
I just want him to get down. Stop. Just stop already.
At least y'all gave y'all a warning. I told y'all at the beginning I was in a New York state of mind, but I'm no longer in that mindset.
Look,
I can't stay in that
He's
mindset.
close to the top right here. What I want him to do is get up there and then stop. Let's talk about protocol.
There you go.
One time for people leaving their club and going to another one, because there seems to be a lot of that lately. So, that's the new protocol. Protocol changes. And and when it becomes accepted and widespread, it becomes a protocol. There is no problem with leaving a club. There's no problem with going to 5 or 6 clubs before you find your own. I've known people to do that. The problem is when you don't do it properly, or you don't do it according to MC protocol. According to MC protocol, it's supposed to be a 6-month wait between moving from one club to another, unless the presidents of both clubs agree. According to MC protocol, you're supposed to call and get a guy's resume before you bring him into your club. According to MC protocol, you're supposed to make sure a guy has his books cleared, his fines paid, his colors turned in, and has been appropriately released by the sergeant at arms before you bring him into your club.
That's what I heard when I was first coming in. I heard people say that.
This is the stuff that's not being done anymore. This is the stuff that people don't do anymore. Now they just say, "Hey man, we got a club home from you. Your club kicked you out. We'll take you, man." Hell with those dudes. That's the way it's being done today, and that's why you see so much club hopping, because club hopping now is easy because the clubs are hungry. Used to be the clubs weren't hungry. When I grew up in San Diego, in the San Diego area, you had 7 clubs. They all knew each other. They were all friends with each other. And, when I had trouble with the Black Sabbath, there was nobody coming over from the Royal Aces talking about, "Hey, we got a home for you." There was nobody coming from the Brothers of the Suns or the Zodiacs or the or the chosen few, or none of those guys would come up to you talking about, hey, we got a home for you in our club. What they would say is, man, I heard you're having trouble over there, man. I hope you get your shit right. Now, there was some crossover, but not much. Clubs respected clubs. You know, it is absolutely disrespectful for one club to tell somebody wearing patches, hey, man, we got a home for you here. Absolutely disrespectful. It's the most disrespectful thing, but that's what they do these days. So, it's no longer MC protocol to stop flipping. I've been told, Biker News Canada says, I've been told Harley is flipping other clubs, support clubs lately. Not that men can't make up their own minds, but people wonder what the main club is thinking.
What main club?
The main club being the biggest club out there in Canada, I believe he's talking about. The one that took over Canada for the most part. You know, I was trying to get a chapter up in Canada, and in order to get a chapter up in Canada, you got to go through the main club. It runs everything up there. And that's the fact, Jack. You want to move around up there, you're going to go through that club or somebody that knows them. And so I don't know what the hell they're thinking. I think it's going to head out to an all-out war or something. Maybe not because everybody's looking, but as soon as they feel like nobody's looking, it's going to be it's going to be some stuff. The problem is, in Harley Gwendon, you have a very savvy young man who has been to the top of the ladder of the club that he came from. He's been to the top of the ladder. He was a vice president over there. He knows those guys. He knows their strengths. He knows their weaknesses, especially the local guys. So you might have to bring somebody in that he don't know. Black Dragon, did you have a biker nomad in your club trying to figure out what a nomad does? Yes, Vegas, we had nomads. And 99%ers, a lot of 1%ers say 99%ers can't have nomads and this, that, and the other. So if you have a nomad in a family or 99% or traditional club, he better be able to hold his shit. Hello, everyone. I'd like to apologize about what I wrote about the Green Knights yesterday. One love. Oh, you don't have to apologize on here, bro. We love you. That's Hendrick Parks out there in Italy. And we love you, man. I love you. So Biker News Canada is going live around 8 p.m. every Monday through Friday. So make sure to check him out. I was very thankful to be on his page. He included me on the biggest interview of his career. And he included me on it. It turned out to be one of the biggest interviews for me as well. That was the interview of Harley Gwendon. And I got hundreds, if not thousands, of Canadian followers from that. Hendrick, thanks for the apology. I missed it myself. Whatever you said, but that was tight of you. Yes, it was. I've heard of people leaving and not even telling their club they're leaving and just popping up with the next club's colors before they even turn their old ones in. That's because the club. Wow. That's because the club did not do its due diligence traveling with One Time. The club is at fault, not the person who left and popped up with the new clubs and didn't turn. Because people do shit like that when they get mad. They do. Like, I'm not mad. I'm not talking to you. You might not even get these colors back. I paid for them. That's what people do. They get mad. They get angry. They ain't effing with you no more. They ain't answering the phone. They're just moving on. So it is the club's responsibility. And if clubs want to protect clubs, and by clubs protecting clubs, then you protect your own club. You protect the society. You protect the way we do it. The minute you start shortcutting, you destroy us all, because now if you do it and they do it, now that guy that left you all effed up will go right on over there, and the perpetuation is just horrible. This was a problem with the club that he went to, not the member. The member is going to do anything you let him do. So when he popped up over at that other club saying, I want in, the first thing they're supposed to say is, did you come from another club? And if you don't tell us the truth about this, if we find out these things, we put your ass out. Yeah, I came from another club. Okay, who's that president? Who's that sergeant at arms? Well, you know, they don't like me. Whatever the case, what's their name? So then you call that sergeant at arms. Hey, we're interested in getting Black Dragon over here. Well, you know, he was put out bad. Whoa!
Mhm.
Okay, okay. Did he turn in all his colors? No, he still got all his colors. Whoa! Because me having one time we took some guys in, we flipped over a club. We arranged it with the club. We flipped them over into us. They brought a club down to Atlanta. They ran into trouble with the number one outlaw club here, and so they were going to have to go to war. I called them up and said, "Give me that club. You won't have to protect it, and I'll take it. I'll take the trouble, and you can stay in Ohio. It's going to be hard for you to fight a club down here in Atlanta from Ohio." So they said, "Yeah, you can have the club." Now we want all our colors back, this, that, and the other. We arranged it. So when the transfer went down, everybody did what they were supposed to do except for one damn dude. He kept his color. And the thing was, he had a special leather set of his colors made. A special leather set. So everybody wanted those colors. So they saw when those colors didn't come back.
Mhm.
Next thing you know, we got almost a damn club war. These guys are rolling in. We get a phone call, help, because this guy didn't turn in his damn colors. A club is supposed to manage that. We want to make sure everybody turns their colors in. Everybody does that. We're going to look and we're going to check. We're going to do our due diligence. We're going to check everybody out. And if clubs were doing that, then you wouldn't have this thing that one time is talking about. Used to be get straight with a club and stay out for a year. It was for a year for you guys in Canada. It was 6 months here in the United States. Can you explain what a biker nomad is? Well, what a club nomad is. A nomad in a motorcycle club. We go to my book.
Go to his book. Get the book.
Get the book. We go to my book, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101, for a explanation of a nomad. Let's see. Do I have that somewhere? Oh, the way I've created this book, you can look back here in the, what do we call this? The index. And then you should be able to look up what you want. Did I put nomad in here though? Nomads. Okay, so nomad, we're going to, I think, page like 135. See, I made this like a real college book, my bros. Okay, here we go. So that's nomad chapters. Nomad. Okay. Wow, it worked. Hey, somebody donated $10. Hey, thank you for that, Patrick Foley. Oh man, that's another donation from Patrick, man. We appreciate it. Thank you. Love the show. I wish I could donate more, but I don't catch you often. Man, just that money that you donated right there is just so beautiful, man. Thank you. God bless you, man. We appreciate that.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I thought that was Lavish that had that sound bite. That was you?
That was me, yes. Lavish was playing his own yesterday too, though. Thank you, Patrick, for that beautiful donation. All right, nomad. A nomad in context of a motorcycle club. So you said, what's a biker nomad? Well, a nomad in context of a motorcycle club is generally a very senior officer of a national or regional motorcycle club who does not have a fixed chapter or geographical area and generally answers only to the national president or nomad chapter president. It's not someone who rides around the country on a nomadic journey and trips, even though that's what many of them do to fulfill their job requirements. They are banished from the motorcycle club into a nomadism, either by choice, club necessity, or as a result of disciplinary action sometimes. They have the freedom to travel and represent the club in different regions or territories, but must have the experience, strength of character, MC protocol knowledge, maturity, mental acuity, and toughness to represent entirely on their own for extended periods, often in enemy territory, without support or resupply from the motorcycle club. You will typically only see nomads in outlaw motorcycle clubs and 1% outlaw motorcycle club nations. The role of a nomad within a motorcycle club can vary, but here are some of the general aspects. Representing the club, nomads serve as ambassadors of the MC, representing its values, traditions, and brotherhood wherever they travel. They may attend events, visit other chapters, or establish connections with other clubs or individuals on behalf of the motorcycle club. Building relationships. Nomads focus on establishing and maintaining relationships with other chapters, clubs, and individuals in the MC community. This involves fostering positive interactions, promoting unity, and facilitating cooperation between different entities. Support and assistance. Nomads are often called upon to provide support and assistance to other club members, chapters, or allied clubs. They often travel great distances whenever required to accomplish their tasks. Reporting and communication. Nomads play a crucial role in keeping the club informed about the activities, dynamics, and developments in the regions they visit. They provide valuable information, insights into competing clubs, leaderships, and members, facilitating informed decision-making in the MC. Maintaining club standards. Nomads uphold the club standards, policies, and code of conduct, ensuring that clubs' reputations and integrity are maintained wherever they go. They serve as examples of loyalty, respect, and commitment in the to the MC's values. They may be assigned to discipline rogue elements within the motorcycle club or rogue presidents who are challenging national authority. You might get a nomad dispatched on your ass, and that's ugly. Flexibility and adaptability. Nomads embrace a lifestyle of flexibility and adaptability. They are comfortable being on the road and away from a fixed chapter, adjusting to different environments, and integrating themselves into various MC communities. There are nomad chapters. Some clubs have entire chapters of nomads who have been banished there to represent. In some cases, the nomad chapter has a president of the nomads who is generally very experienced and incredibly powerful. In some instances, he can be as powerful, if not more powerful, than the national president. In some clubs, there is a distinction between the nomad and the nomads who are under the nomad and junior in rank. 99% are clubs with nomads. Many OMCs and 1% OMC nations do not recognize 99% are clubs or family clubs, law enforcement motorcycle clubs, or traditional MCs, nomad officers. They contend that wearing the nomad patch or rocker is like wearing a state rocker, which is reserved for the most part for them. But just like there are 99%ers, traditional MCs, LEMCs, and others that wear state rockers, you will also find that some of these clubs have nomads as well. Whether your club can sustain a nomad officer safely on the set will depend strictly on the stature and respect your club has built, and certainly it will depend upon the reputation, credibility, and relationships said nomad has as well. But generally, accepted MC protocol is against it, and therefore wearing it can turn into a situation where a higher tiered club may attempt to remove that patch from its wearer. The summary of the nomads. Also RCs, motorcycle ministries, MAs, motorsports clubs, etc. with nomads. Do not try this. Nomad summary. The specific responsibilities and expectations of nomads may vary between MCs, but generally they work only for the national president and work as enforcers to either fix problems internally or handle problems with other clubs externally. Maybe they are because they are resourceful and think outside the box, and because they are usually very experienced with dozens of years in the club. When they move and speak, solutions to problems are quickly found. It is often not a good thing when the nomad or nomad chapter shows up in your area unannounced. How's that?
Boss Hog had a question for you.
Nomads with little experience. I've met nomads with less than 5 years of experience in their club or the MC world in general. I would say few of them can meet the level of knowledge or experience expected from them by the motorcycle club set to be effective or even be taken seriously with less than 10 years in the MC life. This is not a job for an egomaniac or a patch chaser, even though many of them wind up with that tab. When a nomad appears, he is expected to move with grace, professionalism, knowledge, wisdom, and the acuity of a national president. Most guys who put that tab on prematurely do not last in that position or even in their respective clubs.
Did you hear what I said? Boss Hog had a question for you.
Where? What time?
11:34.
Rockstar, I do have that flyer. We'll be doing those flyers tomorrow. Hi, Sprite. It says, okay, nomads basically don't claim a home chapter. They roam around attending whichever church is local. Biker News Canada. We have Green Knights Military Club up here in Hamilton, Ontario. They seem cool. Yeah. Let's see. What time? It's always
11:34. We're over an hour too. 11:34. Boss Hog, CJ.
What happened to that dude that got jumped on all of those outlaws? I heard nothing else about that. What happened to that dude that got jumped? Oh, I haven't heard anything else about that either. Nothing else about that either. 11:34. We're trying to get to it. Hey, 11:34. 11:34. Black Dragon question. You mentioned the Black Sabbath MC at Nomads. Did the Nomad bottom rocker cause problems? No, it didn't. It didn't cause problems for us. Nobody ever even questioned it. But our club was the way our club was. So. As a matter of fact, I created the first Nomads in the Black Sabbath MC and the Nomad chapter. And then we had Ronins too. So, yeah. All right, that's it. Anything else?
Nope. That's all I had.
Okay, and I can go climb a building, right?
Me? No, I'm gonna sit here and eat my breakfast before it gets cold, and then I'm gonna be out and go check on some merchandise. I gotta check on the people that's doing merchandise. And that's it.
All right. Well,
get my bikes washed because both my bikes are going on the road this weekend.
You gonna loan a bike to somebody?
Yeah.
Man, I'm not loaning my bike.
One of our members. One of our members in our ministry, her bike's down, so she go ride my other bike.
No, hell no.
I've been riding with her for years. So.
Oh my God! Look at who, man.
I know. Who's that? Oh man, we about to get off now.
Hey man, I had to jump on real quick, man.
Lavish at school.
Yeah, I'm in school right now. I heard Roger say he was on a long bike.
I was on the bike.
He's not on a bike. He's loaning his bike.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said on a bike.
No. I'm one of my members. Her bike is down, and we gotta make a run this weekend, so she gonna ride my other bike.
Oh, okay.
She don't get out and not riding.
So you got two motorcycles.
I got two motorcycles.
Who's taking that one to the team that's over there?
You know, Black Dragon got two motorcycles too.
You've been to the Dragons there, have you?
What up, though?
I want to know who's taking the girl to the right. Who's taking that one for the team?
I don't know. I can't tell you.
Hey man, you're getting out of here, bro. We'll let you go now.
Okay, I missed everything, man. How was your day yesterday, man? After you got off your podcast, did you get some hate mail?
Woo, boy. Woo.
Hey, I just want to know, man.
Yeah.
You know,
they say that I hit below the belt.
you hit below the belt, huh?
They said it was a low blow.
You were just reporting news, man. I guess you wasn't discriminating. You wasn't being biased.
Hey, it don't matter the club. You got your shit out there shaky. We're gonna talk about it. Hey man. They said I hit below the belt. They said it was a low blow. I said it was a gut punch, but it wasn't a low blow. A low blow is waking up and finding Big Cell with your bylaws, reading a fake piece of lying-ass paperwork saying that you're out bad. That's a low blow. A low blow is Wrecking Ball Bob, the racist, online with your charges in his hands, and you ain't even seen your own charges. A low blow is all them people that went on Insane Throttle's channel and told all those goddamn lies. Those were low blows. What mine was a gut punch, not a low blow, because I didn't tell one damn lie. I didn't send no paperwork, members of my club. I didn't tell lies on brothers in my club. I didn't do none of that. So that would be a low blow. My blow was a sucker punch, not a sucker punch, but a gut punch designed to bend that ass over. Same thing. They both hurt. They're both in the lower region. They both bend you over. Low blow.
Yeah. All right. Well, I want to let y'all go ahead and leave. I want to go ahead and get to my school stuff, but I had to chime in for a hot second.
All right, young man.
All right.
Whispering and stuff. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, preacher, your turn.
Call me. I'll ping something off the floor. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? This your boy Logical here. Keep it logical. Listen. Ride your bike. When you ride your bike, ride hard, ride safe. Always ride safe. And always ride on faith and keep it logical. Peace.
Hey, it's your boy Black Dragon. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow. And do well. Try to find a way to treat people in your motorcycle club individually like precious pieces of solid gold. And we hope. Do I need to bring it up right now, Rockstar? Let me see. Rockstar wants me to bring this up. We're going to do it tomorrow, but he wants me to bring it up right now. So let's go ahead and bring it up right now. Let's see. Where is it? Is this it? Oh, something's going wrong. Okay, here we go. What's up with the system? Oh man. Okay, so let me find it real quick. Rockstar. Okay, here's this it. This must be it right here. Rockstar wants me to bring this up right now. Why? When does it happen? October 4th. Man, we got days for this. Anyway. Forsaken MC, Boston, Massachusetts, October 4th, 2025, 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. The Forsaken MC. Now, you know, this is one of my favorite clubs here. They have me out in New York every year. So this must be the Forsaken MC Boston. I met these guys, great guys, 5th year anniversary there. And a Forsaken party, they going to have this there. That's going to be there. I promise you. That's what got me in trouble in up there with them last time. Miss Tia had to see some video of me and because of this right here. I don't even mess with the Forsaken no more because of this. Theme, caps and jerseys, rep your city. Prez is free with 5 members. What? Oh, if the Prez gets in free if he shows up with 5 members. $15 in advance tickets, $25 at the door. ATM is available inside. You're going to need an ATM because Russell Auditorium, 71 Talbot Avenue, Boston, Massachusetts, 02124. And we'll be doing this again tomorrow, but he wanted me to bring this up. And I do what you guys ask, man. I'm here for y'all. So Forsaken MC, one of my favorite MCs out there. Those young folks I can only tell you they treat me like a OG. And I almost cry every time I think about how well they take care of me. They won't even let me like stand up too long. They've got prospects on me the whole time. They've got like protection on me. I feel like a king or something. I feel like a president or something. It's crazy. They don't even let me stand up. If I'm standing up too long, a prospect's bringing a chair and putting it behind me to sit down. Like, we know your ass is old, bro. We don't want nothing to happen to you. So I'm so proud to be affiliated with these young people. They are so freaking cool, man. Forsaken MC Boston. Go check them out. Hang out with them. Go check this. This is these guys' 5th anniversary, but the Forsaken has been around a lot longer than that, like maybe 20 years or something. Great motorcycle club. You guys go over there and have fun at their party. All right, we'll do that again tomorrow. I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in. And definitely, hey, man, get skinny. I'm getting ready to weigh myself for the first time in like 5 or 6 days. So I hope I have some good news for you. Like maybe I'm down at 312 or something. That would be really cool. But we'll see. First time in about 4 or 5 days. So I'll let you guys know what it is tomorrow. All right, I'm out. Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.